Does the new Dermaco long-lasting sunscreen actually last for 6 hours? Let's find out. Recently, Dermaco launched this new long-lasting sunscreen and it instantly became a viral product. They claim that the sunscreen lasts for 6 hours and it is one of India's first ever sunscreens to have such a long-lasting power. So I decided to put the sunscreen to a test at the end of this video to find out if it actually lasts for 6 hours or not. Before I put the sunscreen to a test, I'm just going to briefly talk about the other features of the sunscreen. So the sunscreen contains an SPF of 50 PA4+, which is a good amount of UVA protection, and this also provides UVB protection. It's a super lightweight formulation. It blends easily into the skin and it does not leave any white cast. It's got hyaluronic acid, which feels very hydrating on the skin. They also claim that this is a sweat resistant and water resistant sunscreen. So I'm just going to prove this with a simple test. Here I have 2 glasses of water. In the first glass, I'm going to add the Dermaco 1% hyaluronic acid long lasting sunscreen. And in the other glass, I'm going to add another sunscreen. Now I'm going to mix both of the sunscreens, and as you can see, the Dermaco sunscreen is not dissolving with the water, which means that it is water resistant, while the other sunscreen has completely dissolved into the water and it is absolutely not water resistant. So you guys saw for yourself that the sunscreen is sweat and water resistant. Now let's test out the longevity of the sunscreen. So I have 2 UV patches here. I'm just going to apply them on my hand side by side. On the first UV patch, I'm going to use the Dermaco 1% hyaluronic acid long lasting sunscreen. And on the other UV patch, I'm going to use another sunscreen. Here I am after 3 hours of applying the sunscreen, and as you can see, both of the sunscreens are giving me sun protection. 5.5 hours later, the Dermaco sunscreen actually lasts for 6 hours, while the other sunscreen has stopped giving me sun protection, and as you can see, the UV patch has completely turned purple. So this sunscreen has passed the longevity test and it actually lasts for 6 hours. So it just proves that all the claims that the sunscreen provides are all true. It is sweat resistant, it is water resistant, it lasts for 6 hours, and it's one of India's first ever sunscreens to last for 6 hours. It's one of India's first ever sunscreens to give you such long lasting sun protection. Even during the monsoon when it rains, it's water resistant, so it's still gonna give you sun protection. Even during the summers when your skin sweats, it's sweat resistant, so it's still gonna give you sun protection. That's the reason why I love the sunscreen so much. It's like proved all the claims are true, and it's such an amazing sunscreen. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of application and reapplication of a sunscreen every 2 hours, then just apply this and you will be sorted for a good 6 hours. Usually most of the people who go out in the sun don't stay out in the sun for more than 6 hours. So if you just apply this once, it will be more than enough for you. But if it's your job to like be in the sun like all day long, if you go out maybe at 8 or 9 in the morning and stay in the sun until the sun sets, then you have to reapply this after 6 hours. But 6 घंटे के लिए आपको बिल्कुल भी reapplication की ज़रूरत नहीं with the help of the sunscreen. So it's such a good sunscreen. It's such a long-lasting sunscreen. Everything about it is amazing. The way it feels on the skin, it feels super comfortable. The amount of long-lasting that it is, like everything about the sunscreen is amazing and I highly recommend it. So in case if you want to purchase this, I will leave the purchase links in the description box below. It's available on Amazon, Nykaa and Flipkart. Or you can also shop it from Dermaco's website. Use my code RIA2024 for a 20% off. Every time that you place an order on Dermaco's website, they will link your order to a child that they help educate along with Bhumi. So far, they have already helped more than 15,000 students, which is such a good deed that they have done. So you can help them in this initiative by directly placing orders on their website. Moreover, the sunscreen is also fragrance free, unlike most of the other sunscreens which contain fragrance. So even if you have sensitive skin, you can use this because it's completely fragrance free. All Dermaco products are fragrance free. So yeah, that was my video. That was my review on the newly launched Dermaco long lasting sunscreen, and that was my longevity test on the same. It passed all the tests, it proves all the claims, and I highly recommend you try this out. So if you found this review helpful, please hit the like button. If you want me to test out more sunscreens or any other products, do comment down below. Subscribe if you're new here, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, with that it's a wrap for now. I will see you super soon.